Welcome back to the nostalgic future.
You know, I was just feeling nostalgic today. I know, shocking, right? But I've got a nice spread here for you. And each one of these phones here in front of me has just something about it that's super nostalgic, and I want to integrate that into my Z Flip 3. Like on the Razr, you could just flip it open to answer the call, flip it closed, end the call. I want to get my Z Flip 3 doing that. Also, I had a really soft spot for the old S60 Nokia smartphones, particularly just the text tone and the super old Nokia ringtone. But I used this one for a lot of years, too many years. And then finally, I want to look at a green and black screen. I don't like the functionality of when we get back this old. But what I want to do is play a good old game of Snake using that T9 pad and a green and black screen. But first, let's get it answering and ending calls like a proper flip phone. That was the whole deal for me about the Razr, was pop it open, pop it closed. That was it. It's out of your life now. And for some reason, the Z Flip 3 isn't configured that way out of the box, but it absolutely can work that way. So I'm just going to show you real quick how to enable that. This is going to be the simplest way to do it. Just drag your notification shade down, hit your gear, and then I want you to just search answering. And then the first thing that comes up should be answering and ending calls. That's what we need. And then it'll blink and show you where it's at right here. And at the very bottom of this page, open phone to answer, close phone to end. Absolutely. And it's as easy as that. Once you enable those both, just go ahead and back all the way out or force close it. Now we can answer calls just by flipping it open and end it just by flipping it closed. Just like the old boy. So let's go ahead and give that a shot just to make sure it works. Just so we can see. Alright, the call's coming in. But is it gonna open and answer? Oh, of course it will. It's Android. It's gonna hang up too. It's really great to have that feature back. Now I feel like I'm actually using a flip phone. And later in this video, I'm gonna take even more than that from the Razr. But for now, let's move on to our next device. The trusty old 6682. An early Nokia smartphone, and I want its notification and call ringtones. If you've ever used a Nokia, tell me if you recognize this. I mean, I had that text tone on 100 different Nokia devices. And what about this? Oh, that's the old school boy. And I used it whenever I had the ancient bar phone Nokia right there, and I still used it when I had the 6682. But from this phone, it's just too old for me to want its UI or any of its functionality. But what I do want is to play a nice crispy game of Snake on that green on green screen like a backlit DMG Game Boy. That's what I really want a good healthy dose of. And luckily, on the Play Store, there's a game that's perfect for that, and they have several other skins for other Nokia phones too. It's just simply called Snake 97. It's a perfect name. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But wait. My Nokia is slightly different than this one. As you can see here, you can change the skins. But I think I can fix that problem real quick. Because that's not quite it. Oh, yep, that came from deep in the collection. That's what I'm talking about right there. And you know, I just really love being able to do this on the new phone because I still have all these old devices, but none of them work anymore. The 6682 will still boot up plugged in, but all of their batteries are just completely shot due to time. And if I replace those batteries and get these working, it's just going to remind me that I can't use them anymore, other than for just these tiny little nostalgic moments. So I'm really glad we have all of these abilities now. But how could I possibly show a Z Flip 3 sitting next to an old Razr without showing you retro mode? Now this is just an app that you download, and then you just install it as one of your quick panel icons. This was the last thing I wanted to take from the Razr. The feeling of its UI. You know, the buttons even seem similar because it had basically almost no feedback on the original Razr anyway. Oh yeah. And the cool part about that app is that it stays open whenever you close the phone, so you can just use it this way. And that's all I have for you this time. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and especially the ones who stuck around this long, and I hope to see you next time on
The Nostalgic Future.